as I was climbing into bed, she said, "You're drunk." I said, "How do you know?" She said, "You live next door." Then I purchased a chicken-proof lawn. It's impeccable. Welcome to Shave&Butcher, where it's Friday. It's Friday. Bourbon time. Cheers. Today we're drinking this Easy Rider. My friend drinks this stuff. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey with an Eagle, Peter Fonda. So we're doing that. Let's see if it's any good. Tastes okay in the beginning. in the beginning. So there you go. It's going to be a short Friday evening, I think. The soap today is Declaration Grooming's Gratio League Square. Been a while. It's a modern classic. It's a Chantillon Luxe or Luxe scented little thing. Brush is the extra density Massetto brush. Is it 30 millimeter? No, it can't be. Thought it was. I can't remember. The logo's kind of gone. It's very dense and it's a badger. And the razor is Matti Lindholm's favorite, CV Helgestrand MK31. In pretty damn good condition. No ivory scales, plastic, but still. So let's get to work, shall we? Oh. Very nice. Yes, I've been, I told you I'm fat, so I've been on a bit of a diet this week, and I've been doing lots of exercise, and I've been working really hard for the first time in a while, to be perfectly honest. And I've been on company television, and it's you know, it's been a good week, but a long week, and it's Friday evening, and that bourbon just sits right. Sits very well into the stomach, the brain, the bones, everything. It's a little bit more effective than usual, which is good. So we are a cheap date tonight. Excellent. You know, who doesn't love cheap dates, right? And we'll see if we can shave, hopefully. Hopefully we can. So this scent is interesting. I haven't read up on the story, but as far as I can remember, the scent is supposed to be like that of a you know, I may be making this stuff up, but sort of Canadian, Quebecois fur traders moving their product into sort of Louisiana. Again, I could be way off here. And then the scent is that of the fur market down in Creole country. So you have the leather, you have the tobacco. I'm making stuff up now. I'm not saying these are the scent notes. And then you've got the spices and the Creole stuff. It smells unproportionately clean for that kind of environment, because this would be, I don't know, 1800 something, right? But it's massive. It's an invasive scent. It's almost suffocating. And if you know, I'm glad I don't have the perfume that has this scent. I think there is one. There is an aftershave anyway. Because if the scent is the same, it would be way too much. But for a shave soap, it's just right, because it knocks you out a bit. It's obnoxious. It's very powerful. If it was any stronger, you'd sort of suffocate from the. It's very opaque. Is that a word? It's everything a European shaving soap is never. You know what I mean? So pretty cool, pretty cool. It is my only declaration grooming soap. I had an LL grooming, which is the same thing with the previous name. The original that I used up. I loved that soap, I really did. Nice spicy scent, if I remember, and a really good base. This is criminally good as well. I feel I'm abusing it a bit. I don't think I'll get a perfect lather. I'm not gonna redo or anything like that. It's peaky. And I'm wondering, should I put more water in? I don't know. Yeah, a little bit. Will we ruin it? Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas. Speaking of Quebec, those Habs, they're a disappointment. Decided to, it's sort of my team. Well, Rangers was before Lundqvist left. But Habs, Montreal Canadiens, was going to cheer for them. They started off so well. They were sort of top of the league after 10 games, and now they're just horrible. I couldn't sleep last night, so I watched part of the game against the Jets. They were up 2 goals in control, and they still managed to lose famously. And it was their game to lose. Damn. So they fired the coach, got a new one, or there's an interim one. Doesn't seem to help. We'll see. I sincerely doubt there will be successful, good coaches available in mid-season. It's idiots. Allora, okay, lather should be pretty good. Let's do this. So I told you about the Albion soap from Phoenix and Bow. I can't remember exactly what I told you, but I sent a sample to Frank. I mean, let's name names. And Frank said he has an Albion. He loves it. He says, this doesn't smell anything like my soap. It smells funky. It's off, right? So there's something wrong with the soap. So I wrote to the website, Agent Shave in the UK, and they said, well, can we have the batch number? I sent the batch number. This was after hours, sort of 9-10 o'clock their time in the evening. And they said, thank you. And what did they say? Do you want a replacement? I said, yes, please, I would, because I would like this soap. I would like a replacement. And the day after, they came back and said, sorry, we're out of stock of the Albion. And Phoenix and Bow are trying to figure out the European rules for cosmetics, etc. Because I don't know if you know, but the idiots in the United Kingdom decided to leave Europe because they think they're smarter and a lot better. And yeah, everyone I know that watches this, who's from the UK, voted leave. You pricks. So, but now you can't export into the European Union because there are rules that weren't there before, and it's sort of automatic. So the economy is going to be screwed mercilessly without lubricant. So good luck, guys. But at least you have your freedom. Yeah, good. So they can't export into the European Union. Shit. Huh. And Phoenix and Bow are trying to figure out how to do it. And it's all, they don't want Polish workers to do heavy labor, 18 hours a day in the summer at their farms, because English youth can do the same. There's a direct quote from a minister in the Tory government, and that's fine, but no English youth is going to work 18 hours hard labor in the agricultural industries. The agricultural industry is going to fold, and the Poles will just sit around, wait for new opportunities. But anyway, on a non-political matter, I'm a little bit passionate about this because the European Union is one of the few political innovations that's truly worked beautifully. Is it perfect? No. Can it be? No, because people have different opinions. But it's one of the political constructions that is the most marvelously successful ever in the world in 2000 years. And there's evidence to that. And yet the Brits decide to leave because they're slightly better. And to quote one person who will be watching this, no names, we have to get rid of the riffraff. That's a direct quote. So, it's the bourbon talking. I didn't intend to get political, but I am, so it's a bit hard. So anyway, Agent Shave. The day after, they came back and they said, sorry, we're out of stock. Phoenix and Bow can't ship it because they don't know what the rules are to export into the European Union. So we're going to refund you. And they did. So I got my PayPal money back straight away. Now, the cost of the soap before shipping is about half the cost of what I paid for the soap. If you include the portion of the shipping that was the soap, duties in Sweden, customs, double sales tax, and all these new things that come with importing from a country outside the European Union. So it's the same thing as importing from China or America. So they refunded about approximately half of what I paid for the soap, depending on how you count. But I guess that's fair. Or customer service was, impeccable, very good. To make me whole, they would have had to pay back about twice the amount they paid back. But I don't think they know that I pay these fees and taxes and double sales tax and customs duties. I don't think they do. If they did, I don't know if they'd pay more. So my plan is to say thank you, not fight it. It was, I'll throw away the soap because it's bad. It's going to cost me about £13 net after I get the net back. If it wasn't for Brexit, it would have been almost nothing. It would have been a few pounds extra shipping. But I wouldn't have gotten back because I purchased 4 soaps from them. So the extra cost of one soap is not monumental, but there is a slight extra cost. Because of Brexit cost me at least 11 euros, or pounds rather. So thank you, bastard. End of that story. Agent Shave, impeccable, super quick, middle of the night. Not even 24 hours to sort it out. I got my money back. Hats off. Use Agent Shave. And I choose them to begin with because they had the best selection out of the things I wanted. Because I wanted Wickham's and Phoenix and Bow, and they had the stuff I wanted. So I recommend them. Beautiful packaging, quick, effective, responsive, good people. Agent Shave dot something. You'll find them. Second pass. Other news this week. my daughter got accepted into a French university, which is one of the best in Europe, in the world, I think, in her discipline. So that's pretty cool. And French universities are phenomenal. I've been to just one, but still. And only problem is she doesn't speak French. So she wrote to them yesterday saying, bonjour. She speaks 0 words of French. I taught her bonjour. Hello. Thank you for accepting me to your school. I don't speak French. Is that going to be a problem? And it turns out it won't be a problem because there are plenty courses in English, so she'll be fine. She'll have to do something in French because it's France after all, so by rotation 10% of the courses have to be in French, but she could take French for beginners, so she'll do that. But it's a cool school, you know, prime ministers have gone there and everything, so. We're proud. My right hand is way off, and it gets worse with a bit of alcohol. So kids don't drink, Parkinson or not. We also had the intercom television thing, which is not TV, but I was on the every 5-year worldwide company event and did a short presentation on my new tasks, and that was pretty cool. It was in a legitimate TV studio with like people everywhere doing controls and sound and whatever, and we did okay. My section was super short. But I have a background in really poor amateur theater and, well, musical theater, musicals really. So I did okay, I think. It's all about rehearsing and getting the energy up. And on the other side of the world were Americans who are obviously world champions of entertainment, and you know, those guys can hold an elevator pitch at the age of 3. It's in their DNA, in their blood. But I think we Swedes did okay. We're slightly more low-key, but we did okay. We weren't funny and entertaining, but we were professional. It's less fun on TV, you know, but in corporations counts as well. So that was a lot of fun, but it's been it's been a long week. I'm really happy it's Friday evening. I'm glad you see me on my second, call it third, small bourbon. There will be more, there will be tiredness. Friday is like the only day of the week where I actually consume alcohol of any degree, but it's my party night, and the best, now that you can't go out, the best is when the family goes to bed and you're alone drinking. Does that sound sad at all? A little bit, yeah. I love it. when you eat shit out of the cupboard. Candy, crisps, cheese, chocolate. Pickled stuff you find. Things for Sunday dinner. You know, you just go BAM! And all your dieting in the week goes up the chimney. But then again, my theory is if you jam in all the bad stuff in one day, it's going to hit you a bit less than if you spread it out throughout the week. I don't know if it's correct. And no, I don't throw up at 3 a.m. to get rid of stuff. This razor is terrific. So is the soap, by the way. Such a pungent soap. Is pungent, is that a word? You know, like boxing and you... Le poing is the fist in French. That's where poignant comes from. Maybe it's not an English word, it's French maybe. You know what I mean, but the scent is like that. It's a very... Or you could call it a pregnant scent. That makes even less sense. It's interesting when you explore languages where you have no real command. It's powerful, it's very obvious, and it's it takes over your mind. It's one of the strongest scented soaps I own. It's also soap that requires quite a bit of water. And if a soap requires more water, does that mean it's more concentrated in terms of shave essence? You know what I mean? So if you load X grams of soap onto your brush or into your bowl, and one soap requires Y amount of water, and another soap of the same quantity of dry matter or soap matter requires twice the amount of water, then you get more volume. So does that mean that the second soap is more concentrated in shave essence, stuff you need to make a shave, than the first one? I don't know if that made sense. Who knows? Aftershave. You know what I'm gonna do? This is silly. I'm gonna try this as aftershave. I don't know if it works. It's alcoholic and it smells nice. It has no skin treating elements. This is very juvenile. I'm sorry, but I will try it. Just take a little bit. There you go. Okay, so same amount as I would have an aftershave. Feels like an aftershave. I'm gonna smell like booze. I realize this is not as good as a proper aftershave. Interesting. It dries out very quickly. I wonder what the alcohol content is. I have Stetson, for example. I can't read that. Because this will have 40, 45 percent alcohol. Why do they write in font 4? I don't know. But it feels like it evaporates very quickly. It feels like a tonic more than... so I'm gonna have to put a balm on. That feels good. Oh, shit, that was a good shave. Incredibly close shave. Brilliant soap. Brilliant soap. With a weird, awesome scent. GLS. brush. So razor was the Mattis brush. Interesting, really interesting. We'll see what it's like. Okay, last thing, you guys have the best comments ever. I know a lot of you comment on other channels as well, and I follow other channels. I feel you know, if you summarize everything, I may have some of the best commentators in the business, in the industry. You guys make out a very, very important part of my videos in your comments, because they're funny, they're insightful, they're informative, and you know, I know I'm biased, but I think they're on average quite a bit better than the average comment on a lot of other channels. So really appreciate that, and that's no bullshit. And I try to respond to all comments. It's actually quite a bit of work because I try to do it like an idiot. There you go. So thank you, really appreciate that. You are part of the piece of art that is this video. Think about that. Don't get intimidated. Don't hold back. I sure as hell don't. Go for it. Go. Salvador Dali, go. Whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter. But please comment. Seriously, one of the best shaves I've had in a long while in terms of performance. Very close to BPS, very taut skin, so don't use bourbon as an aftershave, but it was an interesting experiment. I may put on Stetson afterwards because it is a good match. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you so much for watching. It is Friday evening in Sweden. Have a great Friday evening. Have a beautiful weekend, please. And do some fun stuff. Just don't get the freaking COVID thing. So be safe and stay sharp.